Hey guys, how's it going? It's Carter with Jenko, and today I'm going to be doing another in-depth rod review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 795 Dobyns Fury Swimbait rod. So this is another rod that I've owned for a long time. I've had it for about 3 years now, and it's one of my favorite rods for sure, and I have a lot of experience with it. I know the ins and outs of this rod, and today I'm going to be able to go over with you guys just the specs of this rod and what I like to use it for. And yeah, if you guys are considering buying this rod, you should definitely tune into this video. So first we're going to start out with the specs. The price point, in my opinion, it's the best rod you're going to get for under $150. Right at $120, the 795 is an amazing rod if you guys are looking for like a beginner swim bait A-rig setup. And you know, has a perfect blend of sensitivity, weight, and overall just quality components all the way around. And first we're going to start with this handle right here. So we have a long EVA foam grip, and this full grip foam handle is one of my favorite features about this rod. You're going to be able to make longer casts. You know, with the longer handle you're going to have leverage, and you can really swing that bait forward. And then when you're setting the hook, you know, you're going to get a lot of leverage on that fish, and it's not going to hurt your side like it would with a split grip. You know, obviously it's not as good of a look as cork, but for $120 what you're getting is pretty amazing. And then coming up here to the Fuji reel seat, you know, this has no problem slipping at whatsoever, and I've had this rod, like I said, for a while now, about 3 years. And then coming up here to the hook keepers, this is the one thing I do not like about the Dobyns rod. You know, it goes all the way up to their ecstasy line of rods, is the hook keeper. If you guys have problems with them busting off, because you know these are heavy baits, they're hooked onto here and they're swinging around everywhere, and eventually they will break. Mine just did that this year after 3 years of owning it. And you can replace it easily with these Fuji hook keepers right here. You know, you can, if you guys have drop shot rods, you can take it out, you can flip it down, and you got drop shot hook keeper right there. So pretty cool little feature. I should have the link for that in my bio. So, you know, something that is really important to me is the blank. So what you want with these A-rig and swim bait rods is you want to have flex in your blank, because it's a heavy bait and you're not going to be able to, you know, you just whip it out there like, you know, those smaller quarter-ounce baits that you might be throwing on a regular rod. You're going to have to make more of a lob cast, and you can't do that with a flipping stick consistently. You know, if you have a rod that's just like a broomstick, eventually your hand's going to get really tired, and it's just not going to be comfortable to be fishing all day. And that's something that's really important to me, is being able to feel comfortable with the rod I'm throwing that same bait all day. And with this rod, it has, you know, a strong backbone, but you're gonna have flex at the end, so you can make perfect lob casts with the A-rig or anything around that 1 to 3 ounce range. Going back to that, it says on here 1 to 5 ounces. In my opinion, 3.5 ounces is gonna be your sweet spot. Anything over that is gonna be really hard to make like a good cast with it. But under that, it's amazing. I can throw pretty much all my soft baits and hard baits under 3 ounces. And it's become a very versatile rod for me. Throwing A-rigs, it's amazing. You know, you're kind of just leaning into them with those A-rig fish, and having that flex at the end of the rod is great for getting those fish in. And then moving up to here for the guides. So right here we got these, for the first 5 guides, we have these guides that have support on both ends. So there's one sticking out here glued on this side and the one coming out here. And then the last 5 guides, we don't have that. So these are a lot more flexible. You know, if you guys are co-anglers or fishing ponds a lot like me, you know, these guides are gonna hit stuff, they're gonna bend a little bit, and sometimes they will break. Dobyns, thankfully, has amazing customer service. If you guys ever break a rod, you can get it replaced either for free if it's not your fault, and then if it is your fault, you can pay like, I think it's like $50 for a Fury, and you can get a brand new one. You know, these guides, if you do want to upgrade to the Champion series, all these guides are going to be the ones down here that are supported, a lot harder to bend and a lot more durable. And that's just one of the cool features if you guys are considering upgrading. To be honest, I think this rod could easily be priced for $200 to $250 because the amount of lightness, being so comfortable to fish all day, and just overall the components. I've had this for 3 years. Usually with your cheap Walmart special rods, they're not going to last you a very long time, but I've had this rod for a long time and it caught a lot of fish for me. So if you guys are considering checking out this rod, make sure to check the link in my bio, and check the link in my bio for this reel as well. I pair it with the Corrado 200K. It's an amazing low profile swim bait reel. If you're looking for anything under 3.5 ounces, this is going to be a great reel to pair with this 795. Very well balanced for being a swim bait rod and very light. So if you guys want to check this out, this whole setup, make sure to go check the link in my bio. And anyways guys, that's a wrap, and we'll see you on the next episode of Tackle Box. Thank you.